doing? It's your boy DJ back with another video. And today, for our video, we'll be summarizing my project on whether GPA is correlated to organization level among high school students. So, the question that I set out to answer was, do students who are more organized have a better GPA than students who are less organized? I chose this topic because throughout life, I've heard that there's a belief that being more organized leads to better grades, better GPA, and I wanted to test if this idea was true. What I expected to find during this, this research, this, survey, I expected that more organized students would have higher GPAs based on the idea that, being more organized improves academic performance. However, the results showed that there was actually no significant correlation between GPA and organization level, which was very surprising. It seemed that organization doesn't directly affect GPA at all. So for this, data collection, I used the convenience sampling method to collect data from 74 high school students that go to MOT charter. They were asked about their GPA range and how organized they consider themselves to be on a scale of 1 to 3. 1 being the least organized and 3 being the most organized. And for the calculations, I did a chi-square test to see if there was any relationship between GPA and organization level. The chi-square value that I calculated was 5.281, which was actually smaller than the critical value, which was 16.81. So I could not reject the null hypothesis. For the errors, one possible error could have been the small sample size, since there was only 74 students sampled, which might not, represent the entire student body. And this could actually limit the generalizability of the results. Sorry, I always mess up on that word. And since I used a convenient sampling method, the participants were all from, the same school, which might have introduced some bias, and a more diverse sample could have been, could have given us a clearer picture. But at the end of the day, the results are still reliable. And a surprising aspect that, surprised me, obviously, was that most students had GPAs between, 3.0 and 3.9. And they rated themselves, somewhat organized, which was rank 2. And there wasn't a clear link between organization and GPA, which I honestly thought that there would be. So the results showed, obviously, that there's no significant correlation between GPA and organization level. While being organized might help in some areas, it doesn't directly impact GPA. So in conclusion, based on this data collected, GPA is not dependent on how organized a student is. Although there wasn't any correlation in this study, it's important to note that different types of organization strategies might have different effects, such as, taking notes online, taking notes on paper. It varies. And based on this, it could impact your academic success. So I think that it would be very interesting to explore how specific methods of organization impact someone's academic success. Thank you for watching this summary, and if you have any questions or feedback, feel free to ask in the comment section. That's all for now. I hope this video was helpful. I'm out.